Welcome to Dungeon Penguin, a dungeon crawler game where you control an adventurous penguin that loves to raid dungeons. The main idea of the game is to fight enemies, get money, buy weapons, and kill even more enemies. Fight bosses to reach the end of the dungeon. If it exists, of course, because no one has reached the end of the dungeon. There's a lot of weapons to choose, skins, and even more. Actually, the game is in a very early phase, so a lot of changes have to be done, and a lot of things will be added. As you can see, there's only one enemy room populated with only one enemy. By the time I'll finish with enemy mechanics, I will create even more enemies and rooms. The sprites of the floor, walls, penguin, and the sword are mine, but the rest are placeholders that will be changed in future uploads. Each floor of the dungeon is randomly generated. It generates the first room where the player starts, and then the rest of the rooms are generated continuously. There's a little chance that the room that is generated is a Pacific room. Actually is 0.2 out of 1, and the rest are enemy rooms. It can be up to 2 Pacific rooms, but that could change in the future. One of the Pacific rooms that you can find inside the dungeon is the shop, where it has 3 items that you can buy with the gold earned inside the dungeon, and actually the only item you have is the triple shot that you can use to kill a lot of enemies and earn even more gold. These items are only available for the actual run. That means that if you go out of the dungeon, they will disappear. There's another Pacific room which I will talk about later. I'm developing this game on my own using the game engine Unity. I've been using Unity for a year, and I've developed some other games. One of them is on the Google Play Store, and it is called Over the Sky. It's completely free and it's really fun to play. Coming back to the game, this is the boss room where you can find the boss. It's a work in progress. I mean, there's a lot of changes that has to be made. As you can see in the top left corner, there's a health bar which displays your actual health. At the right of that health bar, there is the gold that you have earned in this dungeon run. That's different from the money that you use out of the dungeon to upgrade and buy new weapons. When you kill the boss, it will appear a portal to go to the next floor. As you can see, there's also in the top right corner a minimap with a green point. That's the player. As you can see, there's a yellow bar down the screen. That's the level bar. My plans for this yellow bar is to get unlockables. Armor, weapons, cosmetics, a lot of things. What I like in video games is the progression. The idea is every player, regardless of their ability, to progress throughout the dungeon and reward the time spent in the game. As this is the game introduction, I want to show also some of the functionalities that the game has, and I will now change to the Unity engine to show you with more detail the things that I have. So keep up with me and I'll see you now. This is the actual main screen. There's not a lot of things, but at least the function is there. If you click on options, you can select the language of the game. It's between Spanish and English, and all of the actual texts are in both languages. First, we have the shop, where you can buy all of the swords. Actually, I only have one. You can see the info clicking on that button and you can buy it. Once you bought the sword using the money earned from killing enemies in the dungeon, you can go to the weapon chest that is here, and you can select all the weapons that you have. There's also the info button here. In the weapon smith, we can upgrade weapons just clicking on the upgrade button. It will show a green number. That means that that's the damage that will be added, and if you click another time, you will upgrade successfully your weapon. Okay, if you go out through this door, you can enter the dungeon, clicking on the start button, and there we are. We are now in the dungeon. As you can see here in the scene, it has been generated randomly. Now there's 6 rooms, one of the boss, one the first room where we appear, and 4 enemy rooms. Every 2 floors the room number increases in 1. As you can see now, here there are 7 rooms, and as I said before, the Pacific rooms have a 0.2 chance of spawning up to a limited number of rooms, which I can change. Actually is 2. Now I will be searching for a Pacific room to show you the generation. If I click the space button on the game, it changes the scene. It's only in the developer build. And here we are. As you can see in this clip, the dungeon has generated the other Pacific room. It's called the chest room. A chest will appear in the center of the room, and if you open it, there will be an object out of the chest. Before we finish, I will show you what happens when you die or you select in the pause button that you can see on the top right side. You can go out of the dungeon. If you can see here, they are killing me. If you click the go to tavern button, they will give you the money earned by killing enemies, and you're here. As you can see, this is a bug because you don't after quitting the dungeon you will not have the triple shot, and I will fix it in the future. Now it's time to finish the introduction. Thanks for watching this devlog. I hope you like the game and the video, and I hope you will continue watching my videos. One last thing, if you follow me on Twitter, I will upload all of the things that I would be changing on the game earlier. Bye!